On the floor for the...
On paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. The star wing pair, it's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Holiday in at the point. Now here's Doncic. Out to Hachimura. Clock at 6. From downtown, Boston pulls it in.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Here's Holiday, the kick to Tatum. Drains the triple.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
James outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Brown. Outside Craig. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
It's James on the wing. Defended by Craig. Out to James. Off the mark there with a 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Brown, that's good.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And Brown with the stuff.
And Brown runs the floor like a locomotive, 225 pounds, and wrecks defenses in transition.
And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Celtics have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on LeBron James.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers. Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Out to Craig. Back to Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside Porzingis. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
I think you've got to run Porzingis off of his shots. I mean, you can't let him get comfortable because he'll knock him down.
Now here's Hachimura. Hachimura with a screen on Brown. Here's Reeves. From down in the low post, it goes.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Tatum, a screen on Doncic. It's Holiday with a drive. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, he's like an eel slipping into the paint. Drew Holiday glides past the other guys and gets himself right to the bucket.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, it sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling. Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Out to Craig. Pass to Tatum. The shot. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And there's James from the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got 9.
So good at seeing the floor. Doncic able to set up his open teammates.
Here's Tatum. James with the block. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Both free throws good from James. Here's Holiday. Outside Porzingis. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
They've got Luka Doncic. James is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Hayes in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Well, I really like the way Holiday runs with a purpose in these situations. It's not enough just to run the floor. You've got to know exactly where you want to run.
Now, here is James. He's got 11. And again, Boston running the floor in transition. Porzingis with it. Picked up by Reeves. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Now here's White. No points yet. Another miss by Holiday. Pass to James. And here's Doncic. Beyond the arc. And Los Angeles, another 3.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Right side Tatum. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's on LeBron James.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
James finds Hachimura. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. There goes LeBron. This is what he does best.
And and LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Here's White. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now here's Reeves. Three-pointer. Porzingis grabs the board. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Tatum against James. On the wing, Tatum. He's got 7. It's Tatum working inside.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper, but I like when he pounds that paint, too.
From deep, Reeves. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Tatum inside. James is there. Here's Holiday. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
So many different ways that Holiday can beat you because he's got great length and size for a guard, and that allows him not to be afraid to mix it up inside.
And there's James from the arc. The offensive rebound. It's stolen by Tatum. And there's the foul. It's on Jackson Hayes. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holiday with the ball. Picked up by James. Holiday passes to Craig. Outside Tatum. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Punching it inside, LeBron.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Here's Porzingis. James with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. 40 seconds left in the first half. Doncic delivers from range.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
Boston has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. These are his first free throws of the game. That's good from White. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Craig. Hauser, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday.
He wanted to let us know that he's got some bounce to his game now. White rising up with ease to send that one home.
Here's Goodwin. And another 3 for the Lakers. We've got 13 seconds left in the second. Here's Pritchard. And here's Horford for 3. Here's Cornette. Buried from outside.
There will be 2 minutes to review the play.
To wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got it off in time.
While this call may not decide the game, always prefer to get it right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Chicago is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Lakers ahead, leading by 3. And we'll be right back after. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Al Horford out there with Luke Cornette. And it's Hauser in at the 3. And that one's good. Connect. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. A deep three. They get it back. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Outside Vanderbilt. Goodwin passes to Kleba. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. Hauser, that's good.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition three there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
Here's Connect. Pass to Goodwin. Six to shoot, and here is Vanderbilt. The three is up. Nails it from three. Vanderbilt's got 5 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
To the inside. Here's White. Good D by Finney-Smith.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
White on the wing. The floater. Inside. White gets it to go.
Nice selection that time by White. Going to the floater. Every guard needs to have that in his back pocket.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Pass to Connect. Vanderbilt with a screen. Over to the left wing. Here's Kleba. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Hauser can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. From outside the arc. Nice shot by Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Cornette passes to Horford. Back to Cornette. Out to Horford. Uncovered. Again, the Celtics good for 2 more.
Horford grabs the ball and immediately gets into a shot. You got to prepare with your feet and then be ready with your hand.
To the right side. Unloads. Boston pulls it in.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Vanderbilt. For the tie. Second chance effort, and he takes it up and lays it in. And it's now just a 1-point Laker lead.
As usual, terrific effort from him. Unwilling to let the possession go to waste.
And here's Connect outside. Buries it from 3. Connect's got 6 points in the quarter.
A go-to shot for Connect. You know, he takes pride in burying these long-range missiles.
Pass to White. High post Cornette. Kleba on him. The kick out to White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Kleba with a screen. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. LeBron James out there with Hayes. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Reeves in at the 2. That's the Laker 5.
Brown has a nice shot repertoire. Clearly the mid-range doesn't give him much trouble.
Doncic passes to James. Pass to Hayes. Corner shot. And it falls all over the rim and in.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Brown with it. Picked up by James. The kick to Tatum. Puts up a deep 3. Doncic pulls down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
James deciding where to go with it. Hayes finds James. Pass to Doncic. It's stolen by Holiday. On the break. Tatum from long range. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 5th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
On the wing, Tatum. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
James outside. James from distance. Easy work.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Holiday passes to Craig. Pure from three-point range. And the Celtics lead by 4.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there. There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Shot clock at 5. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Boston's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's Tatum. Tipped. And they get it back. Holiday from long range. Rebound by the Lakers. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now. It's James on the wing. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Hachimura sets a screen. Launches a 3.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism, Tatum has the tools to be a lockdown defender.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Craig against Hachimura. Tatum from long range. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots. You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
It's Hayes with the rebound.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Kick out to Brown. On the wing, Tatum. There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth. 4-3. Doncic grabs the miss. James against Craig. James can't get it to go. Oh, a deep three from Tatum. Off target. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. Just a hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Cadillac DeVille with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak, be back in the kiss.
for Phoenix. They've got O'Neal. Durant is out there with Dunn. Then it's Bol. And it's Booker in at the 1. And for the Lakers, they've got LeBron James. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Hayes in at the center, filling out the middle.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Well, Luka Doncic, because he understands windows of opportunity, has the footwork and the change of pace, the drive is easy for the Don.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Hayes with the screen for Hachimura. Pass to Reeves. Six to shoot. Hayes with it. In the corner, it's James. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Now, I talked to him about the challenge of trying to stop Kevin Durant. Coach said it's about not letting him get into a rhythm. I told the guys they need to focus on staying in front of him and trying to contest everything. Easier said than done, but we'll see if they can even make things difficult for KD. Guys?
Thank you, David.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Here's Booker, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
James, a screen on O'Neal. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Off target from three-point range. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Durant, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
LeBron, good.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got 5 now.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a three-point answer.
LeBron drives in, and LeBron throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. In the corner, Bol with it. From outside, off the mark. Lakers trail by 3. James in the post. KD's on him. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. Grayson Allen's checked in for Phoenix.
Substitution.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. Doncic finds James. Clock at 6. Here's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. 11 points in the game.
You see, there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. Outside Durant. Back to Booker. $18 feet out. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Hachimura kicks to Hayes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
Pass to LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. No good from Booker. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. James looking around. Here's Hayes. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Durant is out there with Bol. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's done in at the 3. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Now, here's Doncic. And Bol sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Bol uses it to perfection to block shots.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
The Lakers with the ball. Phoenix able to drain the 3. Here's James. Pass to Hayes. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Durant. Phoenix leading by 3. For 3, Booker. Rebound the Lakers.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Now, here's Durant. He's got 10. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of the 7. Here's James. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Phoenix, no good that time either.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And stolen by Dunn. It's Durant on the wing. The 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
From deep LeBron, and Bol pulls it down. The Suns leading. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow. And there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Boy, Luka's strength, his size, his savvy puts him at the free throw line so often.
Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the 4th player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Booker. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the layup. Booker's got 9.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
Back to Reeves. 1:35 left now here in the second. Here's Hachimura. The 3-pointer, no good. The Suns leading by 6. KD with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Durant with a screen on Reeves. For three, Booker. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. James, the pass to Doncic. From downtown, Doncic sticking it from way outside.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
For three, Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And Hayes kicks to Doncic. Back to Hayes. From beyond the arc, Phoenix grabs the miss. Bulls got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over in the corner, Allen. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Allen's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
That's the ability to see the game a step forward. Durant has it and makes his teammate look good.
Here's Hayes. Done with some nice D. Outside Durant. Over LeBron. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
From deep, James. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Phoenix ahead, up 8. And now we'll thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Connect. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Goodwin. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Len in at center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Well, the sweet shooting Bradley Beal gets to one of the best spots for three-point action, and that's the deep corner. Nicely done.
Vanderbilt setting the pick for Connect. The offensive rebound. Vanderbilt finds Len. Out left of the wing from past the arc. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns leading by 11. And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Lakers. Beal taking his time here. Out to the right wing. It's Beal on the wing. O'Neal dishes to Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Vanderbilt, a screen on Beal. Finney-Smith trains the three-pointer. Finney-Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Stop it now, Dorian Finney-Smith. Extended range from 3. My goodness.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Out to the wing. Here's Kleber. Softly drops in the floater.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. There's the pick. Throws it up high.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Goodwin with it. Morris is there. Goodwin finds Vanderbilt. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Suns leading by 10. And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
Morris against Kleba.
That's about vision and timing. Monte Morris, a quality passer.
LA's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The shot's good from Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's got his first basket.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage, so an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed, no doubt about it, D.A. And that one's good. Iguodaro.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Goodwin. Misses the three.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
To the inside, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Vanderbilt the pass to Goodwin. And here is Kleba. A leaner pass to Vanderbilt. 4 on the clock. Lets it go with a 3. Kleba, no good. Phoenix leading by 11. Here's Iguodaro. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. The jump hook. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt kicks to Goodwin. Vanderbilt the pass to Kleba. Now connect. To the left side wing. Let's go. And no good that time. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Monte Morris, Lee out there with O'Neal. And there's Bradley Beal. And it's Iguodaro in at the 5, roaming the paint.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
Nobody near Allen. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers trail by 11. Doncic kicks to LeBron. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Durant. Well, Phoenix shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. A 3 ball. He's off on that one.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
Dunn finds Durant. Off target from outside. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Doncic. Doncic gets it to go inside.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
That doesn't go either for Durant. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Doncic gets it to go.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Screen by Bull. Doncic with the steal. And stolen by Booker. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. KD sets the pick for Booker. Puts up a 3. Phoenix, no good that time either. Lakers trail by 5. Doncic passes to James. On the wing, Reeves. Hayes with it. Pass to James. LeBron flashes inside.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Booker, good.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Done against Doncic. Doncic attacks. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Booker dishes to KD. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Durant's got 20 points.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And stolen by Dunn. Pass to KD. In comes Durant. With 3. Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Pass to KD. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from James. Durant with a screen on Doncic.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
James sets the screen for Doncic. Pass to James. Good! And now they trail by just 4.
Was there ever any doubt who they were going to go to? LeBron James is clutch.
Booker looking around. Now here's Durant. He takes it in. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Hayes.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
Now they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And it's Doncic missing. Done outside. Back to Booker. Allen for the 3. It's deflected. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
along with Grant. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Devin Booker. Kevin Durant is out there with Bol Bol. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Dunn in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, the star wing pair, it's Brown and Tatum outside. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Points will come at a premium tonight, Richard. These are two of the stingiest defenses in the NBA.
Yeah, these games were a grind to play in. You're fighting for every bucket. So the little things, like an extra possession here or there, those will be huge.
Now here's Tatum. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. From deep. Drills it from deep.
With balance and good rhythm, Holiday serves as an effective catch-and-shoot player.
Screen by Durant. Booker. And that one drops for him.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Brown. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Holiday. And Holiday powers it home.
Well, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Booker. Dunn outside. Here's Durant. Holiday grabs the miss.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And they double up Porzingis. Brown with it. Now guarded by Booker. There's Tatum with the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
O'Neal passes to Dunn. Here's Bol. Here's O'Neal. Gets an open look and hits it.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked the coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Booker for 3, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Booker with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Dunn. The pass to Booker. Back to Dunn. Right side Booker. It's stolen by Tatum. And they're running. Moving it up. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Craig passes to Tatum. The 3. Bol grabs the board. And Booker has got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 5. The kick to Durant. Fires from deep. Porzingis grabs the board. Boston's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. The 3 from Craig. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Booker surveying the floor. Pass to Dunn. Back to Booker. The kick to Durant to win the run. Fires in the triple. Durant's got 6.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Holiday a screen on Durant. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Craig, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of floor general pretty effectively.
And Booker puts up a deep three, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Give him 8 points now.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Porzingis passes to Brown. The teardrop. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Outside O'Neal. For three, Booker. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. The scoring is fast and furious. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. We've got Bol, Devin Booker out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the three. Booker with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, O'Neal. The reverse. Durant owning the inside.
Seems like Durant barely has to jump between his height, his long arms. It just makes the putback so easy.
Tatum from long range. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Cole's got 4 rebounds now. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning. Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Porzingis finds Holiday. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Here's Booker. Give him 8 points now. Durant with a screen on Holiday. Booker can't get it to go.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And it's Bol with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Tatum.
A phenomenal defender. Durant's quickness and length really bothers shooters.
Lets the three fly. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Celtics have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Tatum passes to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Booker against Holiday. Lets a floater go. Durant finds Booker. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, O'Neal gets the 3-ball to go. O'Neal's got 5. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
The kick to Durant. Outside Bull. Jacks up a 3. Durant's shot is off. For Boston, they've got nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Alec. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain.
Now here's Booker. 11 points in the game. Here's Dunn. Here's Bull. And finished off by Bull.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
Durant against Brown. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Durant, the pass to Allen. Durant with a screen on Craig. Back to Durant. Allen in the high post. From deep three-point land. Bowl, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And look at Porzingis hustling in transition, getting there to complete the fast break.
Here's Booker. Oh, my. Booker just throwing it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Pass to Bowl. Booker with it. Here's Durant with the drive. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Kevin Durant.
And even with the coach's challenge,
The play is under video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes.
even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Phoenix out in front. They lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Pritchard and White at the 1 and the 2. Al Horford out there with Luke Cornett. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
Pass to Cornett. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Cornett's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Beal surveying the D. Inside, Plumlee uses the glass on the layup.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt. Drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding. But Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
To the paint. Plumlee against Horford. Here's O'Neal. And it's Phoenix with another.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
To the middle. Here's Cornette. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Pritchard. Let's go with a three. He buries it from three. And now a three-point Boston lead.
Good decision-making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Morris. Lays it up and banks it in. Morris has got 5 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Hauser. From close range. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Mr. Bunny. Those are the shots you've got to convert.
Here's Beal. Here's Iguodaro. Out to Beal. Here's Lee. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clock at 6. Sinks the tray. And the Suns lead by 2. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Hits the trifecta.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Beal. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guys. Then he became the sole star on his team, and now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
White on the wing. Plenty of space. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And it's Beal penetrating. And that one's good. Iguodaro.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Cornette. White on the wing. Here's Hauser. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Hauser's got 5.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside, and this has been a barn burner.
Here's Beal. And he banks in the layup.
Let me tell you, Beal is crafty. He will figure out a way to get inside.
Here's Pritchard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Beal. There's a screen. Here's Lee. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Phoenix. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Boston trailing. And so in the game for Phoenix, Bol out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Dunn in at the 3. Here's Tatum. Here's Craig. Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. And right on target. And the Celtics lead by 1. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. For 3, Booker. Boston with a rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Durant against Craig. The kick to Tatum. Ooh, stolen by Allen. In transition, here they come. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Holiday. Brown with it. Dunn in his pocket. Brown passes to Craig. Tatum a screen on Allen. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Craig. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 3-point Boston lead.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Booker for 3. And Booker cash on the 3.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
It's Booker on the wing. He's covered by Holiday. Holiday grabs the miss. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Back to Brown. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Durant with a screen on Holiday. Up top, Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Allen can't get it to go.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to Craig. Now here's Porzingis. Tatum from long range. And Booker pulls it down. And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. Just about 3 minutes through the 4th and final quarter here. Good.
There's no shot too big for Booker. He lives for these moments.
Here's Holiday. He takes it in.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Booker finds Durant. Here's Bowl. Outside Booker. Bowl, a good look. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice pass. Such a unique time on both ends. That time Booker showing us his vision.
Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And here's Brown for 3. Hits the 3-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Booker, the pass to Durant. And Booker with the jam.
And Booker is made for these moments. What a big-time bucket.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kevin Durant.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
In a tight game, this is who they want taking these shots.
Booker against Holiday. Here's Bowl. Money!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Tatum finds Porzingis. The kick to Tatum. Shoots over Durant. Counted!
And this is exactly who Tatum is. Someone who doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker, the pass to Durant. Pass to Dunn. From the arc. Oh my! What a shot!
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I could sign a 10-day and put up a few buckets on this squad.
There's Tatum with the three. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for air. teams are both aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Hachimura out there with James. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Hayes. And it's Reeves in at the 2. On the wing, Reeves. Guarded by Holiday. From outside the arc. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Celtics on D to the right side. Hayes the pass to LeBron. Shoots. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Brown. Pass to Craig. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Using his teammates, Tatum creates just enough daylight to get off a shot.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Now here's Hayes. Hachimura with it. Pass to Doncic. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Holiday. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Hayes down low, guarded by Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 4. In the corner, it's James. 6 on the shot clock.
And you love how Tatum uses that long wingspan to really distract shooters. Great job contesting without fouling on that one. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Right wing. A wide open look here for Craig. And again, Boston with the triple.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Craig can't get it to go.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
He's an explosive athlete.
athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now here's Hayes. Still scoreless. That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. To the wing on the left. Tries a three. It's good from long range.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Celtics leading by 5. Inside. And Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Hayes the pass to Hachimura. 24 seconds left to play here in the first. Clock at 6. Hachimura the screen. And it's James missing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
This is how refined Tatum's motion is. He needs so little setup time.
Doncic kicks to LeBron. Floats one up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And give him credit. Good awareness.
And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Celtics.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Jackson Hayes, Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's LeBron at the 4-man position.
Tatum good for at least 1 highlight finish tonight. This guy is box office.
Austin leading by 4. Can you talk about a stacked roster? It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
It's his first trip to the line. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
LeBron, no good. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Celtics passing it around, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
James sets the screen for Doncic. 3-pointer. They get it again. Hayes. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Reeves has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Doncic against Holiday. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And here's Brown outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Luka Doncic.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Craig passes to Holiday. In the corner, Tatum with it. Launches it. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
There's Brown with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for Boston. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Tatum kicks to Craig. Pass to Brown. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. What a thing of beauty from James.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. No good with the triple. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
James outside. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. And now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Doncic on the wing. Reeves. Pass to Hayes. Reeves outside. Got a piece of it. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
The guards are Pritchard and White. Then there's Horford. And it's Cornette in at the 5. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. No good there. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Len. From deep. Knocks down the 3 ball. Len's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Lakers. Picked by Horford. Here's Pritchard. Defended by Vincent. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Pritchard passes to Cornette. Stolen by Len. To the wing right side for the lead. Ball's knocked loose. Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. White, good. White's got his first points in this one.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Dan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
That's why he's in this league. Connect is deadly from deep.
And White kicks to Horford. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Len sets a screen for Connect. For the lead. Len's shot is off. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Hauser. White, wide open. He fires. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Celtics leading by 3. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Pritchard, defended by Vincent. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now connect to the left wing. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Goodwin. Rebounded by the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. White up top. He's got 5. It's good. And now it's an 8-point Boston lead.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
Well, that third quarter is when you want to increase your lead. Really building it up before that final quarter.
Here's Hauser. Outside, Horford. The Celtics working the ball around now. Pritchard passes to White. Shot clock at 5. Boston needs to get off a shot. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Connect with it. Len passes to Vincent. Len a screen. And they get it. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Vincent.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Pritchard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Pritchard's got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's the Lakers now, trailing here by 8. Now here's Hayes. Here's Reeves. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 5.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got LeBron James. Luka Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Hayes. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. There's Tatum's range on display.
This is why Tatum is a volume 3-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And here's James outside. Craig pulls it in. Celtics leading by 9. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. The 3 from Tatum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Over in the corner, Doncic. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And normally near the top, handling the ball. Luka sneaking out to the corner there, getting free for 3.
Holiday finds Porzingis. Down low. Holiday sets the pick for Brown. Back to Holiday. Pass to Brown. 5 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 6-point game. Here's Reeves. Back to Hayes. Out to Doncic. And stolen by Tatum. Craig passes to Brown. The three from Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Lakers trail by 6. And here's Reeves outside. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Driving to the basket. Nice D from Doncic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And taken away by Brown. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
Connect, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 7. And here is Doncic. Doncic going to work.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Craig gets to Holiday. Tatum on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Tatum setting the pick for Craig. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Ben's checked in.
27, Alex Len.
1:51 left in the 4th quarter. Tatum passes to Brown. Back to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Over LeBron. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on James. Outside, Porzingis. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. From deep, Reeves. Porzingis with the rebound.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still finds one off the rim.
Tatum a screen. Brown outside. Porzingis kicks to Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the 4th. James dishes to Doncic. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Reeves finds James to take the lead. The 3 won't fall.
And Porzingis demonstrating there why he's an effective two-way player, positioning himself well there to just bother the shooter.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
3rd team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for 2 shots.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick
Substitution on the court.
And here's Reeves outside. Buries the triple. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Here's Tatum, takes it inside, and that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. And don't go... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. You know, Stan, when I think of you as a coach, I think defense. So let me put you on the spot as you assess the wing defenders in the NBA right now. Who are some of the top 2 or 3 that you notice?
Well, look, there's so many good ones. My favorite right now is Lou Dort because he's so strong, he's so disciplined, and he has an amazing ability to use his body even against guys that are a lot taller. He is a frustrating guy for great scorers to play against.
Now, he brought a lot to the NBA, but haven't the Thunder done a good job developing that kid?
Well, they have, and look, they've got other great defenders too, like Jalen Williams.
The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Hayes hits them both. Holiday. Outside, White. It's Brown on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
White looking around. Wide open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. White's got the game tied up here for Boston. On the wing, Reeves. Hayes with the screen for Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. James, the pass to Doncic. No good on the three. Celtics trail by 6. Porzingis kicks to Howard. Puts up a deep three. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Doncic passes to Hayes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Boston's gone 0 of 3 from long range so far in this overtime period. Here's Brown to halt the run. LeBron against Tatum. And the three off target. The Celtics on offense. They trail by 9 points.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
LeBron outside. Over Tatum. Los Angeles with another miss. There's 21 seconds left in the first overtime. And it's Brown missing. Hachimura with a screen on Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound Boston. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. Knocks down the trifecta.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. And they had some nervous moments. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. We're Stan.
Jackson Hayes, and it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. And for Phoenix, we've got Bol. Grayson Allen is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the 3 slot.
Some crafty veterans on both of these rosters, Clark. How do you see that impacting the game?
Well, B.A., it's going to lead to some high-level basketball. You've got a roster full of high IQ players. They know what it takes to get W's. I'm very much looking forward to this matchup because of that.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Durant. Offensive board. Allen outside. Pass to Dunn. Goes back up. The kick to Durant. There's the triple. He got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. And finished off by Hayes.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
Now, here is James. On target from range.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
Outside Bull. Allen outside. On the wing, Durant. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
James against Durant. LeBron hammers it home.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Outside Durant. From deep three-point land. Hachimura with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Budenholzer. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. The shot by James, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. It's stolen by Doncic. Stolen by Booker. It's stolen by Doncic. Down low. Dunn with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. For 3, Booker. Nails it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 6.
Pretty swift release that time from Booker. Getting it away just in time.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success. Anything short of that is a failure.
Pass to Bull from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James outside puts up a 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
You know, really impossible to know what James is thinking in advance. I mean, especially in these sets.
For 3, Allen. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Reeves. Booker against Doncic.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
Bold screen on Doncic. Here's Booker. Ooh, cans the tough leaner from the outside. Give him 8 points now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And finished off by Hayes.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Knocks down the triple.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
2 for 1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
James inside. Bull covering. Here's Doncic. Rebounded by Dunn. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Durant. Booker for three. Rebound by the Lakers. Pass to Doncic. Oh, they get a hand on it. In transition, here come the Suns. Durant for three. Drops in the three. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Kevin Durant is out there with Bull. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Clark Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A., and working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer.
Booker fires from way outside. No good again that time. Ooh, the explosiveness from Luka.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Suns are going for it. All-star guard Devin Booker said everybody here is on the same page. We're in win-now mode. We want excellence. We know it's not going to be easy, but when you give up that much, we're trying to win this year and years to come. Brian, this front office has been aggressive.
They are all in, Allie. Thank you. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
And there's James from the arc. The rebound by Devin Booker. Suns trail by 6. Here's Durant. Oh, KD flying in to cap off the break.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
Doncic shot is good. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Booker, and Booker gets double teamed. Here's Bull. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Bull's got his first 3 points of the game.
Wow, don't see the quick trigger out of Bull very often, but it was on display there.
Here's James. There's the drive.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
For three, Durant. Another three for Phoenix. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
Booker. Oh, Booker in close.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Pass to James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
The kick to Durant. There's the three. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Launches it.
Boy, Doncic showing some nice energy there, challenging that shot on defense. Well done.
James passes to Hachimura. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. And now it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Phoenix has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. The deep three from Durant. KD from KD. Wow.
Just was a step beyond the half-court line. Durant a threat to let it fly. Great range.
It's James on the wing. Doncic a screen on Durant. The three, James. The shot misses. The Suns have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Takes the three. Durant's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's James on the assist by Hayes. James has got 22.
That signature pull-up, not many do it like James does.
Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Lets it go from deep. Phoenix grabs the miss. Dunn's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Powerful jam! Woo! And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
It takes precision timing for sure.
I tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Connect is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Alex Len. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Goodwin in at the point guard position. And here's Connect outside. Sinks it from distance. Connect's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A go-to shot for Connect. You know, he takes pride in burying these long-range missiles.
Well, Dalton Connect had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
That is Finney-Smith's signature shot. He loves that spot in the corner.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
O'Neal on the wing, guarded by Vanderbilt. And O'Neal good for 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
And then Beal with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Takes a 3. They get the rebound. The 3. That one doesn't drop. Suns trail by 9. Outside O'Neal. And there's the lob.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Iguodala, left side O'Neal. Len pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down. You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
Here's Iguodala. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Iguodala's got 6 points.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Vanderbilt. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Give him 8.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Beal, the pass to Lee. Fires the 3. That one falls. Coming off Beal's feed.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Vanderbilt with a screen. And here's Connect outside. Counted from distance.
Yeah, the rookie with the answer. Connect saying, I am ready for prime time.
Here's Lee. Out to Beal. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Connect. Give him 8 points now. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Pass to Goodwin. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Connect outside. Knocks it down from distance. Connect's got 11 in the second half.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Los Angeles leading by 12. Doncic outside. Over Morris. Hayes with room to shoot. Misses off the left iron.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Three-pointer, O'Neal. And that comes off the assist by Morris. O'Neal's got 6. Doncic with it. What if it goes? Oh, he drains.
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Back to the game after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Devin Booker out there with Grayson Allen. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then it's Bol Bol. And it's Dunn in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Reeves, the pass to Hayes. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 10. And stolen by Hayes. Here's Reeves. Oh, rejected by Allen. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Doncic.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here's the 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Ooh, Doncic. Nice soft touch.
Doncic has it all, full package. Soft hands that time made the floater look easy.
Booker for three. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Fires the three. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
No fear or hesitation from KD. He's able to hit from anywhere.
James outside. Bull grabs the board. Suns trail by 6. Durant looking around. Outside for Booker. Durant with a screen on Doncic. Back to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Over James. Dunn outside. Outside Bull. Back to Dunn. With 1 on the clock. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And they're on a big run to make this game interesting. Can't let up now.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at them.
Big-time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Doncic. Hayes for 3. Bull grabs the board. Bull's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Dunn. Shot from the wing. Bull pass to Allen. Booker for 3. Ooh, Booker doing Booker things.
Huge, man. I mean, the defense knows what Booker is capable of, but cannot get a stop.
And he's going for the... Oh, wow! Set him up and let LeBron finish.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Count it. Good.
And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Doncic outside. Pass to Hayes. Hachimura outside. Now James, guarded by Durant. Hayes for 3. He drops it from range. And the Lakers lead by 6.
You know, he could have tried to force a shot there, but that's not him. Instead, LeBron keeps his eyes up, finds an open teammate.
Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings him within 3.
And I think the crowd is admiring the long-range duel.
Unbelievable couple of possessions here. I mean, the energy in here really starting to boil.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. It's Reeves with the drive. Banked it in off the glass.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now Doncic. And Doncic with the jam. And so it's the Lakers with the W.
That's the end of the game.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
is out there with Porzingis, and it's Holiday in at the point guard. And for Phoenix, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Bull in at the center position. Greg, we know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA, and this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
To the middle. And here's Booker from the arc. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Bull.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Now here is Holiday. Up top, Tatum. Fires the three. And it's Durant with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. From the top of the key, the rebound by the Celtics.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working. And the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent. They want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball.
And the dunk by Tatum.
I love it, Jason Tatum, not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Here's Booker. Pass to Bull. Back to Booker. KD with it. Dunn with a screen on Tatum. 5 to shoot. And Booker takes to Beal. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Outside Tatum. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
KD sets the pick for Booker. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a three-point answer.
Brown finds Craig. Back to Brown. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Yeah, such a versatile scorer. Devin Booker, the 3 levels. You want to give him the midi, he'll take it.
Holiday, the pass to Craig. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Booker outside. Outside for Beal. Pass to Bull. Second shot opportunity. Booker outside. Fires for 3. Porzingis with the rebound.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. 32 seconds left in the first. Tatum looking around. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. Here's Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No coverage that time.
Assisted.
But he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Bull.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The 3 from Tatum. And so it's the Phoenix Suns heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Bull out there with Durant, and it's done in at the small forward. Who's out there for Phoenix?
Devin Booker sees a window of opportunity to get to the dribble drive game and takes advantage.
And there's one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. High arcing shot, and with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Craig.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Now here's Porzingis. 5 points in the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by Brown. Celtics trail by 6. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Porzingis can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Kicks it out to Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Booker's got 10 points.
You have to honor Booker's range. This guy can get flowing from the three-point line.
KD on the wing. The tray. No good from Booker. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And that one's good. Tatum.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
On the drive, Booker.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
Beal dishes to Booker. KD a screen on Brown. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Kicks it out to Booker. Bull setting the pick for Booker. No good from outside. Celtics trail by 6 on the wing. Brown. We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bull's got 6 rebounds in the game. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Outside for Durant. Durant brings it from distance.
Oh, boy. Don't allow Kevin Durant to get comfortable from there. It could be a long night if you do.
Porzingis can't hit. And Katie's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. And it's done in the corner. They grab their own miss. Booker outside. Oh, Booker from way outside.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
For three, Booker. Boston grabs the miss. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. The three from Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Booker finds Durant. Back to Booker. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by Booker. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The guards are Pritchard and White. Then there's Horford. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Morris. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Allen outside. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Allen's got the lead up to 13 now for the Suns. Outside, White. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Lee outside. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now here's White. Allen with the rebound. Morris with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Pass to Iguodaro. Back to Morris. Takes the 3. That shot misses. Celtics trail by 13. Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Well, what a pleasure to watch Al Horford go to work. Does all the right things, and that time gets an easy dunk.
Morris into the lane. Makes it off the glass. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter. The Celtics have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Now here's Lee. Scoreless thus far. They get it back. A kick out to O'Neal. Traps in the tray.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times Don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Now Allen, after the missed three from Garrett White. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Allen. O'Neal's got 6 points.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
O'Neal kicks to Morris. Fires from deep. O'Neal misses.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Pritchard. A three-pointer off the mark. Suns leading by 13.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
White the pass to Hauser. Back to White. Here's Pritchard. Stolen by Allen. He got it up. That shot no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA. And you see it right there on display.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Cole in at the 5. Who's out there for Phoenix. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Holiday finds Tatum. Over Booker. Porzingis against Bol. Nice ball movement by Boston. Clock at 4. Tatum from 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got 8 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Tipped away. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. The shot by Beal, no good. Celtics trail by 12. Holiday with the 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that one had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
Showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Holiday with the 3. Tatum against Durant. Back to Tatum. Tatum slips by the contact inside.
High drama here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Tatum finds Holiday. Drives to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
Here's Booker. Out to KD. From the arc. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bulls got rebound number 8 now on the night. Puts up a deep 3. Phoenix keeping it alive with a new 14. Beal the pass to KD. Takes a 3. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics trail by 12. Back to Holiday. Brown outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Booker's got 19 points.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
Durant against Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. Phoenix leading by 11.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Suns.
And as they watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all of the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
And here's Booker. Fires from way outside. No good. So it's the Suns winning easily here. All right, David, thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.